I didn't realize I was hosting today.
I was actually planning on it, but I clicked you in first by just happenstance.
Well, now it's switched.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real in the tea in reality, and where you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am currently just drinking water because hydration is important. But if I was drinking anything else, I would be drinking it out of my cup mug. Panel full of cup mug. Panel full of cup mug. Panel
Well,
full
yeah,
of
it's
cup
just
mug.
us, but yes.
But it deserves what it deserves.
Her.
And you can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com, where we do ship internationally and domestically here in the US. So there are no excuses. And I'm looking at you, Project Runway fans, all of you. Get your cup merch. Period.
Sure. Yes. And hi, I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay, I'm drinking water as well over here, and I have Lana's favorite beverage, unsweetened iced tea with lemon. But it's the last of this gallon that I made, and I'll probably make another one. Actually, I think I'm going to make green tea the next time I make tea. But
Well, we're here to talk about Project Runway. Absolutely. I mean, you know it while we're here. We love it. You might not care, but we do. And we're going to watch it and we're going to talk about it.
There are people that care.
It is. We appreciate the 12 or 13 of you who watch this. We appreciate you. And I don't care if it's only 12 or 13 of you. I will still come back every week talking about Project Runway because I love Project Runway. Period. I want them to feel bad so we can get more people. No, I'm just kidding. I just want y'all to subscribe to this channel.
That part.
That's what I really want. I really want y'all to subscribe to this channel. And because we do have very good, cool content coming out with all things, almost all things reality TV, almost content almost every single day. A couple of days we might not have something, but when I tell you it's almost every single day, literally almost every single day.
And might I add to that if you go to the community tab on this here YouTube channel or any of our YouTube channels or on our social media, not TikTok because they wouldn't let me, but whatever. You can go check out our weekly schedule over here at the Cup TV. So you know exactly when we're dropping all of our beautiful content this week and maybe some surprises.
Absolutely. Because you never know with us here at the Cup. Some days we might just decide to drop something on a whim. Because that's how we do things. That's how we do things over here. But if you are a fan of Drag Race or drag of any kind, go check us out at our main channel at the Cup Pod, where we drop things almost every single day about almost everything drag. And like he said, the community tabs are there. You'll know exactly when we drop them if you hit the notification bell or look at the community tab to see when we're going to drop them. And if you're a fan of Eurovision, it's heating up over there. It's heating up over there. Content is coming out constantly, y'all. You don't want to miss it. So go to the Cup ESC, hit the notification bells. We see you following. I see y'all over there. I'm like, yes, keep doing it. Y'all get all things Eurovision over there. So check them out. Now, Logan, episode 7 of Project Runway. And we have some unusual models this time around. The way they were talking, I was like, what are they, midgets? What are they, small people?
I was like, I have to remember this is 2007. It's 2007.
I said, but
It's 2000.
these girls were high school girls. They weren't baby looking babies.
They were all like at least 5'6" or 5'7".
Right. I'm like, they would react like, we got little short people around here, little kids. I'm like, y'all,
I'm sorry.
they're high school seniors. Come on.
Or juniors.
Or juniors if they went to junior prom.
But yes, the challenge for this week is to make prom dresses.
Yeah.
How wonderful.
I like this challenge because I enjoyed my proms. I love proms.
Didn't. I only went to one. And it's because I was on prom committee because of course. And I got in for free. So that's honestly why I did it. And the night did not end well. So yeah.
I loved my proms. I went to both of my proms with the same prom date, junior year and senior year.
Love it.
And we had the best time ever. And it was fun. It was no pressure because he wasn't my boyfriend. It wasn't no pressure to do no crazy stuff after. He was just a friend of mine who I was like, I don't feel like dealing with foolishness. He ain't want to deal with no foolishness. He just wanted to go to the prom. And I'm like, well, let's go do this. We met up with our friends. We had a good time. It was fun. Good. So I hope everybody's experience was either fun. If it wasn't fun, hope you get to relive that moment in another capacity or another and have a good time there. But I would have killed if I had somebody custom make my prom dress for me. Like, that would have been amazing. And these girls got the experience to have a custom made, one of a kind prom dress that will look like nobody else is there. So that was a beautiful moment. So, yes. But the twist of this is they actually got to look at the portfolios of the designers, and they got to pick who they wanted to design their clothes for them.
Except for the girl that ended up with Victoria.
Yeah, because she picked last.
And she made it known. She was like, well, actually, I had last pick. And I was like, you're picking Victoria last?
Nobody, I don't know what her portfolio looked like, but whatever it is, she was last pick.
I don't know, because I have seen this season before. It's been a very long time since I've seen the season. I remembered this episode being a lot more dramatic. And so going in, I was like, oh, okay, I gotta sit through this drama with these children. And really, there was only one drama. And it went right along with the king of drama himself. Because Christian gets the most opinionated young designer. I wonder if she actually ended up being a designer.
I wonder too.
I don't know the answer to that question.
Me either.
It would be fun if she did. It would be so full circle though if she
was on Project Runway.
If she ended up on Project Runway. Again, I don't know that to be true. So in a few seasons, if we're like, oh yeah, this fabulous woman, who is she? Oh, she was the prom dress design makeover for fucking Christian Siriano. I hope she still has that dress. Because that's got to be worth a lot of money now.
Right.
Because of how just like world revered he is.
Absolutely.
And to think he came from Project Runway. Is he the biggest name to come from Project Runway? I feel like he.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. I think it's him and Mondo.
Probably.
But I know a lot more about Mondo because Mondo now does a lot of work with the queens on Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of Drag Race queens have had Mondo looks. And a couple of have actually had Christian Siriano looks as well.
I was like, Christian is more of A-list Hollywood star person, a go-to person. So we've seen a lot of Christian Siriano looks on very high-profile celebrities, on the red carpets of a lot of these award shows. And he has expanded his brand a lot to a lot of the plus-size queens that he makes amazing gowns for.
I was going to say, Yeah, he just did who was it for the Emmys? Sheryl Lee Ralph. He
Oh.
just did Sheryl Lee Ralph for the Emmys, and she looked incredible.
Well, Shirley Ralph isn't a plus size model, plus size
No, I'm
girl.
just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, expanding a little
Yes,
bit.
yes.
He's
But
not
like
just doing things for model thin people.
right, he did Queen Latifah's Emmy, Oscar gown.
Yeah.
It was he's expanded because remember in a moment like on Project Runway when he was just like he didn't do plus size girls, he was like scared of plus size models, and I was like,
Yeah.
Christian, everyday women is what we are, and some of us are a little plus size, and he was, but now he has expanded, he has learned to create beautiful. I think Christian might be the biggest name that come out of Project Runway. I would say. But
I remember because I followed him on Instagram a while ago, and I found it. I was looking for one specific photo. There's an Elle photo shoot of Jane Fonda for her birthday. I'm gonna try to show it here, but it's this like gorgeous mint green tuxedo, just gown moment. This is one of my favorite things Christian has ever done. If you're only listening to the audio, first of all, it's not going to be as enjoyable of an experience talking about Project Runway because all we're doing is talking about looks. But thank you if you are. But that's one of my favorite Christian Siriano looks of all time. But it all started with a simple prom dress.
right.
And like this challenge really didn't go all that many places, like drama wise. Most of the girls were like, this is what I want. And most of the designers were like, here's what I'm going to give you, but with a little bit of a tweak to fit my aesthetic. And most of the girls were like, yeah, cool, great, love it, wonderful.
Right.
And Christian, we'll talk about how his dress ended up because I didn't think it was all that bad actually, but
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just looking through Christian Siriano stuff now. I'm sorry.
I'm like you can get lost in Christian Siriano's Instagram.
Oh, I just came up with a game, America's Next Top Model game.
Oh,
pick a designer, and then go through the Instagrams and find their looks that they put, and it has to be their designers. But then you can cheat because you like, how do you know? How do you know this their design? So people can cheat. So never mind.
I forgot about this Janelle Monáe look.
Oh yeah,
that's Siriano too.
I picked that look for Janelle Monáe in the ANTM game.
Oh, good.
And won that round. Absolutely, did I?
As you should.
But
you should.
Anyway,
we're talking about him on Project Runway.
Yes. So they get to meet with their clients. Like you said, some were like, here's what I want. And the designer said, this is what I'm gonna get. Christian had, on the other hand, had a young designer who had very specific things of what she wanted. She wanted lace, she wanted ruffles, she wanted beads, she wanted all kind of stuff thrown onto this brown
gold. I quote, she wanted lace here, 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 here. Okay.
She wanted beads here. She wanted ruffles here, and she wanted it to be light brown or gold. And she wanted all that.
At one point, she pulls out a pencil and starts sketching for Christian.
Mm-hmm. Sketching over what he sketched. I was like, well, I want this here, and I want this detail here. Here's the thing. I'm not mad at her for doing that because that's her job.
At all.
That's what you're supposed to do. You want what you want in a prom dress. This is the time when you get to pick the kind of dress you want. Mm-hmm. It is up to Christian as the designer to go back, look at all the things you want, and say, now, how could I make this into something actually desirable and look good? And so I felt like in this episode, he let the designer the girl run over him as a designer instead of him standing his ground as a designer and saying, okay, I'm going to give you the dress you want, but I'm going to make it so tasteful and beautiful that you're just going to love it. Promise you. And he let her bossiness, because he met his match. He met his match in her. And he didn't know how to handle it in that moment.
Yeah.
It was interesting to watch. But
I mean, he almost went home.
hmm?
He almost went home.
Yeah, he was very defeated. He was very defeated. We got moments in the workroom after they started working and getting things, and the girls came back with their moms for a fitting, and the moms was like, "Is this too baggy? Is this right here? This too short? This is too long? This is too this this." They were like, but all the moms had their opinions. But most of them were happy. Some were like,
The
okay.
one girl whose mom was like, it makes her look pregnant. I was like, no, don't do this to this girl. No. Diva, no. Diva down.
It was like it won't
I'm
make
so
her look pregnant. It was look here. Sometimes I found this, not my mom in particular, but I found this out in some girls' moms. Moms are very critical when it comes to their daughters and their
Yes.
clothing.
Yes.
And some mothers are very blunt with their words. And I feel like it sometimes seems like some mothers be in competition with their daughters because they'll say whatever they want to say to tear that girl down in the moment. Like, why would you tell your 16-year-old or 17-year-old daughter, you look pregnant in that? And like, especially after she said, oh, I like the dress. I think I look good in it. You look pregnant. Mom, seriously. But it was fine. We didn't really have that. But I don't really think it was a whole lot. Christian, of course, he just did not like the dress he made. Didn't like anything about it, and everybody was kind of like, "You need to just suck it up and do it. You need to fix it. You need to make it how you want it to be." He was very defeated. He even told him he's probably going home and yada yada yada. Like, oh, Christian, that's awful. But
Yeah. Let's just do it. Let's look at some
absolutely,
prom looks, Lana.
absolutely, absolutely. Up first, we have Victoria's dress. Her client was Jessica. And Victoria was like, this is not the dress that you said you wanted. I'm going to give you the dress that I want to make for you, but you're going to love it. And you know what? Jessica loved it.
I think it's fine. I'm not mad at this. I wouldn't wear this to prom.
No, I would wear this to homecoming.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was like, this isn't a prom dress. This is a homecoming dress.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying all prom dresses have to be long gowns or anything, because I had a short gown for my senior prom, a short dress for my senior prom, but it was very much prom like. It wasn't just a short dress. And this just looks like a homecoming dress to me.
Yeah. That's about really it. It's not a bad dress at all.
Mm-mm.
It's not very prom dress for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
What was your score?
I think it's still a well constructed garment. So I'm gonna give it an 80.
I mean, it's still pretty, and like it's made pretty. It's a beautiful dress. I would give it an 87 because it's still pretty, but it's just not prom for me.
Definitely.
Sweet Pea and her clients Nicole. Now this is a prom dress.
This is one of several times on this season where I feel Sweet Pea does not get the recognition that she deserves.
Absolutely.
And there are several other times earlier in the season where I said Sweet Pea probably should have gone home.
Absolutely.
But in this moment, baby, this is gorgeous.
Anybody would wear. People will wear this at the Oscars. This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
This is
Like, I
gorgeous.
don't. Do I disagree with the winner? I don't know. I need to revisit the looks. But, like, I love this. It's so simple. It's so elegant. And that's what Nicole wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Work, Diva.
It was beautiful. It's beautifully made. It's still sexy without being overtly sexy. It has the low, the backless back, the low plunging neckline without being too vulgar.
She was the one that wanted the big plunging neckline and
the low back. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that there was this sort of compromise with it, because I do still think the neckline is still gorge.
Absolutely. It's not to the point where it's like, okay, this is too grown for a 16, 17-year-old girl. This is not too grown. Like, and that piece at the right at the top under the breast area makes it modest, but still gives it a thing of sexiness about it, an air of sexiness about it. I love this dress. I would, if I was 16 and back at then, I would wear that dress as well. If I was going to prom, I would wear that dress. Heck, if I was going somewhere now, I would wear that dress.
Sure.
It's beautiful.
I support that. I'm going to give this a 97.
I will match the 97.
Great.
Chris.
I think this is fine.
It's good.
I think it looks really good.
Mm-hmm. I like this color.
The color is gorge. I was going to say, what makes it very prom for me is this like tied to the sash in the front and this tied to the sash in the back. That's really what makes it very prom for me somehow. The ruching in the middle does a beautiful thing for her shape.
Yes.
I love the cross straps on the back. I think that's a really nice touch. It's gorge.
I thought it was gorgeous. I was like, this is cool. I would wear that.
Yeah, it's very sophisticated.
Yes.
And I like that for a prom dress.
I feel like that's when you show off that side of you. Like all year round, they see you in either, if you're in a uniform school, all year round you show uniforms, or you just got your, whatever casual wear you wear to school. And
sweatpants.
Sweatpants. Well, we couldn't do sweatpants at my school, but
oh no.
Jeans or
jeans and a t-shirt. This is the opposite of jeans and a t-shirt.
Absolutely, because that's what we would wear to school. But now you get to show off your sophisticated side, your dressed up side, and I think this is beautiful. I love this.
I would give this a 90.
I would give it a 94. Kit with her client Bree.
Not bad.
Not bad. Not prom.
No, not actually prom. I would say it was prom, because I had a friend that went to prom in a very similar garment.
Okay. Well, then let me fix that. Not black folks prom.
No. Very white prom.
Very white girl prom.
Yes, absolutely.
We would not go to prom. This is homecoming for us.
So because my friend that went to prom in a dress that looked like this was very like vintage 40s 50s inspired, as like things that she loved. So she went kind of this direction, and I love the thick strap it's got going on here. I love whatever's happening with the bustier. This little bit of visual interest I really enjoy, and then it's kind of echoed in the back with the with where the straps come down. The one issue I have is that the straps come all the way down below this black belting situation. I don't like that. I wish it just ended at the bustier. But overall, it's not bad at all.
It's a cute dress. It's a cute dress. It's a solid dress. It's a homecoming dress.
For sure.
But yeah, not prom for me.
Sure. I'll give it a 78.
Okay. 70. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Promi with his client Bianca.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, it's not that bad. It's just, this is the point in the season where the Rami effect kind of wears off a little bit. And it's like, oh, it's more draping. Yay, draping.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't. It got to the point where it was like Rami can't not drape. Like everything has to be draped. And after a while, it's like, I don't want to see drapes on everything. And this being a draped prom dress, it made her look older, and it just sure it's different, sure it's unique, but it's just not. It's too old for prom.
Yeah.
17-year-old.
The color does that for me.
Yeah.
I don't love this weird drape in the front that goes all the way down the dress.
Mm-hmm.
I wish if it were going to do that it was a full drape that just went to the hem.
Mm-hmm.
That could be something if you had this kind of like flaring skirt on one side, but you had still this like big drape coming down the side from where it starts. I think that could have been something, but it just stops at a very weird length, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it wrapped up around and into the waist, I think that could have been something. But there's also not really a waist to the gown. I don't know. I like the exposed shoulder, but it's not my favorite thing, unfortunately. So
Right.
I'm gonna give this a 68.
I give it a 65.
Cool.
Jillian with her client Erica. I did not like this.
It needs to be steamed.
It needs to be a lot of stuff. It needs to be a lot of stuff. Like it needs to be steamed. Those breast cups look weird. It's
They look
just
like eyes.
right, and they look like it looks either too small for her boobs or it's not fitting right to me. I don't like it. I don't like the color. I don't like
I don't mind
the
the color.
it's so simple. It's so like if I went and got a custom made gown or dress for prom and this is what I got, I'm mad. I'm
I
mad.
wouldn't get a spaghetti strap gown, but that's just me.
And then the spaghetti straps look too like why are they in the middle of the boobs and not off to the side? Like I don't like that.
I don't
They
know.
look too close together and
I
too
will
far
say,
in.
yeah, I will say I love the back of the gown. Where the straps cross and then the low back with the train. I like that. But that's about it.
I feel like I will have to do way too much to dress this up. It looks too simple, and I will have to do my hair have to be updo or something, and then necklace and bracelets and earring. Like I would have to do too much to glam it up. Like I would want it for prom. And then what if like what we see? What if she ain't tanned over there? Now we got to see her tan lines across the boobs. She got to go tanning and make sure her boob line is tan and all. Like it's too much. Too
Yeah.
much.
60?
Yeah, that's about fair. Christian's dress client Maddie.
I don't think this turned out all that bad.
Me either.
I wish it was 4 inches longer.
A little bit, yeah.
Because then it would be very Dior, the Dior wedding silhouette. Dior New Style, I believe. Is that right? Dior New Look. Yeah, it would be very Dior New Look. This is like Dior somewhat we already know look. I don't know. Yeah, I just want it to be a little bit longer, but I think overall, like the color looks gorgeous on her. The lacing actually, I think, turned out pretty dang good. I'm not mad at this. I think the only reason he was in the bottom was because he fought the girl on it.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. I didn't think it was an awful look. I was like, it's pretty good. Like I said, I wanted it to be a little bit longer so it wouldn't be so short in the back. But other than that, I thought it was a good look. I liked the lace detailing. I liked the color. It looks so good. Oh, like brown on brown skin is just so good. So it looks good. I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine.
Give it a
I don't know if I
72,
would wear it for prom,
72.
but it was
I
fine.
wouldn't wear it. This is homecoming for me.
Homecoming for sure.
Yeah. Give this
What'd you say?
72. 72.
72? 72? Okay, I would give it 74.
Cool.
Yeah, 74.
I love that journey for you.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
all.
That's all for that. Um, so get back to the runway.
Yeah.
And the judges are critiquing. And they like the winner. I don't want to go through all the critiques. Oh, we will talk about Christian.
Because they yell at this boy for not listening to this girl. And it's like, if y'all saw everything that happened in that workroom, I don't think any of y'all would have the commentary you have currently.
Absolutely.
Let's
not.
just be honest and real and genuine on the pod today. Like, no.
Mm-mm. Because she wanted everything in the kitchen sink on this dress. And he had to, he was still trying to talk her out of it, talk her into something a little less. But she was like, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And Nina's like, well, yes, of course. It was her dress. She wants everything. But you, as a designer, should make it, to put your point of view on it and not put everything on the dress.
That's what he did.
I'm gonna say that's what he did. But his problem was he came out saying Maddie was a lot. She was so much. And you were a girl. She wanted everything. Like he could have just let them ask the questions, and then if they asked about their dynamic, then say that. But he started out the gate with she was too much, and he blamed her, and she was like, she felt thrown under the bus because she's like, thank you, like it was not my fault, but.
Because for a fact, if he had done every single thing that she wanted, the first person that would have called him out on his bullshit was Nina Garcia.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to show your designer point of view. You can't let the client dictate everything to do. Da 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 da. But okay. All right, Nina. If you say so. But they yell at Christian because he yells at he throws his client under the bus. They have a moment with Rami because they said Rami's dress was a little too older and sophisticated, too much. And he was like, I don't work with the teenagers. I work with adults. So my style is always sophisticated. So, and they're like, oh, okay. Good to know that you are not adaptable to work with any client. You only work with adults. Got it. Cool. But in the end, the tops of the week were Victoria and Sweet Pea. They only like two of the dresses. They only like two of them.
Sure.
And then the bottoms of the week were Kevin, Christian, Rami, and Ricky.
Yup.
And the winner was Victoria. I was confused.
I would have said Sweet Pea.
I would have said Sweet Pea too. But they didn't think that. They thought it was Victoria. So congrats to Victoria.
Good for you, girl.
Good for you, girl. But Kevin is out because Kevin didn't hem his dress. He just stitched it. He didn't hem it, even though everybody told him to hem it. And he was like, I don't want to do it. They said the dress made the girl look old. The color wasn't right. It just was not good. And so Kevin is out.
Oh no, the straight man. No. He was nice to look
at. He did good work, but that just wasn't one of the good ones.
Agreed.
Unfortunately. But that's that. So we move to the next thing, which is avant-garde.
So the models come out in
Yeah.
these gorgeous avant-garde hairdos, and it's a basically a full model reset.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they didn't use their models in the last 2 episodes, there's 2 extra models, so all models are up for grabs now. And pick your model.
Pick it due to with the hair and so they pick their models according to the hair. Some like some of the hair on their old model, so they picked them. Some wanted to switch. Sweet Pea, so she switched.
Yeah.
And then, go ahead.
So then we find out that the challenge is an avant-garde challenge in pairs. And then we also find out later on that the pairs also have to create a ready-to-wear look based on their avant-garde look.
Mm-hmm. Even though I was like, why y'all wait till to tell them that?
I hate when they do that.
I hate when they do that.
Because honestly, none of the ready-to-wear looks looked that great.
Oh.
Honestly. Like, there was 1 or 2 that looked fine, but like, I wish they had a full amount of time to focus on both looks.
Absolutely. And
that's how I usually feel on all of these, where they get like a second look halfway in.
Yeah, I'm like, if you would have just told them that before, they would have had the same amount of time to sketch out and come up with a new idea. Like, they want to have drama, but so the teams end up being Chris and Christian, Jillian and Victoria, Ricky and Kit, and Sweet Pea and Rami.
Yes. Because random draw.
And we see right away Rami and Sweet Pea are not getting along.
They are the dysfunctional pair of the episode.
Absolutely. They have different styles of doing things. Rami is very much solo. Like, I don't need help. I do this myself. My ideas are the best ideas. Your ideas suck. And I was like, oh, well, okay.
All right, then.
He was on her case about pants, not getting the pants done in time. And people was like, the pants are going to be done. Relax. I'm doing the pants. What else do you want me to do? I'm doing the pants.
I still have 2 hours. The pants will be done.
And he's like, I need to know when the pants are going to be done. She's like, Rami, the pants are done. Like, it was just a lot between the two of them. And I was like, oh, they were very dysfunctional. Chris and Christian got along fine because Christian was like, Chris always makes these over the top garments anyway, so we can use that in our avant-garde. If you put his over the topness with my style, we can make a great team. Jillian and Victoria were kind of both like, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? We'll figure it out. I guess we'll figure it out.
Yeah, last minute.
Yay! Because both of them have had problems with time management this entire time. And then you put them both on a team together.
I love that Chris and Christian were just team fierce.
Yes.
I'm like, I love it.
And then Ricky and Kit they kind of worked well together. They were like,
they worked really well together. Yeah.
They worked off of each other. They, had moments of, this is what you're going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I trust you to do this. I trust you to do that. They had a good, chemistry going on with them. So,
yeah,
it was good. Honestly, I think we could just go right back into it because I don't know.
I agree with you, Lana.
Good. All right. There we go. Here we go. Christian and Chris and their avant-garde look. Baby.
this is the look I remember from this season.
Yep.
And like this is one of the looks I remember from Project Runway, period.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly, in my heart of hearts, think this is the moment that Christian Siriano won this season.
I could say that. I can believe that.
This is, and it was very equally Chris as well. There's a lot of
Yes.
here that came from Chris. This is one of the looks of all time from Project Runway. Like,
absolutely,
it's so incredible.
It was so good. It was
45 yards
yes,
of beige organza.
Oof.
Is next season's background gonna have to be beige organza? Because we haven't had any silk charmeuse this season.
Oh, we did. Yes, we did.
When do we have it?
Kit's prom dress is silk charmeuse. Champagne silk charmeuse.
Oh, yeah.
Not Kit. Sweet Pea's prom dress was champagne. Champagne silk charmeuse. But yeah, but this is so gorgeous. This is the look I remember. This is the look that I still remember from the best of Project Runway. This look is always there in the top 10. So good. So good.
Absolutely.
What would you give the score?
Duh.
Absolutely duh.
Like, duh.
So stupid good. Ugh.
Whatever.
And then their everyday look.
I liked
it.
I love their
ready to wear.
I like that it's very understated, but yet you still have that little ruffle detail coming down the blouse. It's a scotch dated, I will say that. With that ruffle, it feels very 80s, but in a way that I don't mind, and it kind of makes sense coming from both of them.
I like this ready to wear look. I was like, it makes sense with the garment. The only thing that would have probably made a little bit more sense is they would have put, instead of having a ruffle go down the thing, like a little ruffle around the sleeve, like cap the sleeves with the ruffle and then let that be it. Like that's the tie. But I like this. Score.
90.
Sounds about right. Absolutely. Up next is Victoria and Jillian.
It's something, isn't it?
I like the coat on more than I like the coat off.
I agree.
When she walked out, I was like, yes, work. And then she opened the coat, and I was like, okay. Oh. I wish the pants were black, honestly, like a leather pant.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get the avant-garde in it. I understand it. I like it. But yeah, the coat is the selling piece for me, for sure.
Absolutely. Scores?
87.
88. And they're ready to wear look.
Cute. Simple. Effective.
Yep.
They brought their, what was it, the plaid fabric into the lining and the strap, and I think overall it's really good.
Me too. I like it.
83.
87. Rami and Sweet Pea, their avant-garde look.
Why are there pants?
Where's the avant-garde in this? It looks like a regular Rami dress.
Rami. All I see is Rami with a pair of Sweet Pea pants. Like, what?
Is a regular pair? Is a regular Rami dress?
Is Rami dress the new Uli dress?
Ooh, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
Oh.
But this is a regular Rami dress.
I missed the Uli dresses. We gotta wait a couple more seasons for another Uli dress. How many seasons? Oh my god, look. This is fine. I mean, I think there is a bit of the avant-garde in it, and what I like the most about it is this bustier situation with all of this very intricate the ruffling and whatever we've got going on up here. That for me gives it, but otherwise it just looks like a draped, it looks like a t-shirt dress over a pair of jeans from far away. I'm like, that's not avant-garde to me. And they had this gorgeous big blowout hairstyle. They could have done so much with it. I would have loved if, and I think they tried to do this, but I would have loved if the dress had ruffled out in the same way that the hair does.
Mm.
Just like rows and rows and rows and rows of ruffle down the back of the dress.
Oh, you mean what Sweet Pea suggested?
Yes.
They do. And and he was like, the bustle she suggested, and he was like, no. Let me handle this. I got this part. You go do that.
Yes.
Okay.
That is what I think.
Okay.
So.
Score.
78.
60.
Okay.
They're ready to wear look.
It's not bad.
I like this more than I like the avant-garde dress.
Oh no.
I did.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I think it's fine. It's cute. I like the color blocking that's happening. It's fine.
I think it's a cute dress. It's very much like it keeps in line with the same coloring. It gives the flowiness of the avant-garde look, but being something that she can wear any day or the date or to work. I like this dress. I really do like this dress.
I would give this a 75.
78. Kit and Ricky.
Oh no. No. No.
No.
No.
Yeah, nothing about this I like.
There is craftsmanship here, and that is to be acknowledged for sure. But no.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Yeah, not my favorite in the world. Unfortunately.
What was your score?
Oh no, I don't even know. Looks like there's like 40 layers on it, so I'll give it a 40. 40 layers of weird fabric that doesn't mix and just looks old and stained, and no thank
you. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll say it's 5 layers.
Okay.
And then now add the 0, so 50.
Okay. Poor Marie.
Poor Marie. And I like their everything.
There's something about it that I don't like. I don't know what it is necessarily. I think I want it to be a bit longer.
I like it.
Okay, good. I don't think it's bad by any means, but I'll give it a 70.
73.
Okay.
All right. So, judges' critique. Obviously, they liked the tops, which were Christian. We both did it.
Yep.
Christian and Chris and Jillian and Victoria. And I mean, yeah. And the bottoms were Ricky and Kit, Sweet Pea and Rami.
Yeah.
The winner was Christian.
Obviously.
Absolutely, obviously. And unfortunately, out was Kit. All right.
Correct.
Yeah, she was the leader.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it had to be that.
Yeah.
Sorry, kid.
Unfortunately, she just never had a moment to shine.
True.
Like,
True.
it's unfortunate, but I think she had one high placement and then when she was eliminated. But
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, like, she didn't really have a moment to shine, unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately. So we move to episode 9, where they get on the runway and they pick their models, and Christian sticks with his model, so nobody switches models. And Heidi tells them that they're going on a field trip, so they need to meet Tim in the lobby. So they go to the lobby, meet Tim, jump in the van, and they hit the road. And they wind up in this warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
and the the door opens, or the garage door opens, and they see rows and rows of Levi's jeans, because that is the
Party.
thing. Levi's is the theme of the week. Work.
You know, as someone who worked at a Levi's store for one day,
Oh,
I don't love Levi's personally, but sure.
sure. Levi's is the theme. They have to create a look out of old Levi's pants and
And
jackets
jackets.
and other things. And
I was just like, why are y'all putting it all the way back in this damn warehouse? Why are we making Chris March run again? Don't make Chris run again. No. That is disrespectful.
uh, I don't know why they put it all the way in the back of the warehouse. Like, you could have opened the thing and it could have been right there. Why all the way in the back?
I'm
But
mad. I'm like,
it,
y'all didn't have to do that.
they really didn't have to do it at
They
all.
really didn't have to do it at all.
Mm-mm. But they had to run to the back and grab as many Levi's as they could to fit their look.
Mhm.
Sure, we've seen it before. They grab the Levi's, they go back to the Parsons, they get to work. Wasn't much happening in
This
the
is
workrooms.
well, so this is where, and it's interesting looking at these 3 episodes and us watching them together because, spoiler, each of the top 3 kind of has their own moment of insecurity and like
Mm-hmm.
struggle in these 3 episodes. Because we had
Mm-hmm.
Christian do it with the prom dresses, and we had Rami last episode when working with Sweet Pea on the avant garde challenge. Here we have Jillian struggling over just being too ambitious.
Right.
She goes way out there. She decides she's going to make a coat from scratch. And she's kind of like falling apart a little bit to the point where she keeps stabbing her fingertips. And she's just like, everything hurts. And I was like, oh,
Like, girl, you okay?
yeah.
You all right? No, no, she was not all right.
No,
She was not all right.
no,
No, not at all.
no.
But yeah, so she has her moment and she's breaking down. She sees that Victoria is also doing a jacket, and she's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, oh, she's
Oh,
doing a jacket when I'm doing a jacket.
but Victoria is like, it's interesting how Jillian decided to do a jacket after last week. I'm the one that did a jacket. As if a jacket is the most like groundbreaking fashion moment to ever do.
Right. Like, how
I'm
dare
like,
someone else do a jacket?
after y'all just worked together. I don't think it was smart for either one of them, obviously, because they're both looking
Obviously.
exhausted. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But yeah, we saw the jackets being talked about.
What would you do with
And
them, Lana?
what would I do with the denim?
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have went the route of the dress, like make a either a denim skirt and top combo with a denim shirt, like go full Nashville tuxedo as they like to call it. I would do a short denim skirt
Sure.
with a denim like bralette top or crop top or something like that with a crop denim shirt jacket. You know what I mean? And just do all the embellishments will be what that stands out. You know what I mean? Like the zippers and the things like that. Like I think that's where I would have went.
Okay.
What would you have done with it?
I think I would have done some like asymmetrical. I think I would want to do like a full like bodycon situation. In denim with like an asymmetrical shoulder, with the detailing being because they had all of like the rivets and like the details from Levi's jeans, so they had all of those to work with. I would have done some like cute detailing on the side, almost like cutout, but not really. But like have that go down the side of this dress. Maybe do like a high-low situation. I would have played with proportion. I would have done like something big because like Levi's are very like basic, so I would have wanted to play with like asymmetry, with like big silhouettes, things like that.
You know what I thought about? I probably would have did like a matraca outfit with the one leg.
Yep.
And then the short. I would have did something like that.
We literally just saw a Levi's design challenge on Drag Race Mexico.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. Yep, that's what I would have done.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah, jumping out of this because really that's what we came
Denim, not
denim.
The drag queen.
Period. Up first is Sweet Pea.
I'm frustrated again, Lana, because this is impeccable.
That's so good.
I'm sorry.
I'm
very passionate.
It was so good. I'm so glad she changed directions from trying to make this a gown into this because
she wants to do a wedding dress at first.
She wants to do a whole wedding dress, and I was like, no. But this, everything. This is so good. I love this.
This is one of my absolute favorites from the season. Like, this is incredible.
What would you score this?
A full.
Absolutely. Deserved.
Full. 100%.
Absolutely full cup. Absolutely full cup. Up next is Rami. I
don't mind it.
Don't mind it either.
It's the finishings for me that really do it. And I think it's neat to talk about it specifically. Or I might have been Michael, I don't remember. But the way he utilized all of these zippers was so smart. I would have gone for the dark denim as well myself, unless I was doing like a patchwork sort of situation. So I definitely would have. I think I would have done something most closely to what Rami did. I love this. I love this gown.
This was so good. I really enjoyed it. I like how it fits. I like the length. I like the zipper detail. I like the button detail, even though he had to glue the buttons on, but I liked it. I don't care. It's good. What would you score this?
95.
93. Christian Soriano.
I thought he was going to win.
I thought he was going to win too.
And I wouldn't have been mad at that.
No.
For me personally, if it wasn't going to be Sweet Pea, I would have wanted it to be Christian.
Yeah.
Because I think he's the only person that did, as Michael points out, he's the only person to do a new jean.
Yeah. He took pants and made new pants.
He took he took jackets and made pants.
Crazy.
And he took pants and made a jacket. And I think that's so inventive, and I really enjoy it. I really
so good. It was good. I liked this look so much. I was like, this is like the start of skinny jeans to me. I'm like, look at those skinny jeans. Right. Like it's so good.
We're not really in 2007.
No. But those are good. Those are
Yeah.
good. Scores.
It's also gonna be full for me.
I would agree. I love this.
Yeah.
Jillian.
I don't mind it for the concept. I think the concept is really nice. I like this collar detailing. I like the detailing she has on the actual bodice of the jacket. I like the idea with using the Levi's tabs as like an epaulette situation. I wish she had taken the full um what's it called? On the back of the jeans, the patch thing on the back.
Mm-hmm.
I wish she would have taken those and made like a full patchwork out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would have been very fun and inventive and different. But it's unfortunately not finished to the way that, we're used to seeing Jillian do.
I didn't even like it. I didn't like how it
Oh, okay.
looked. I didn't like how it fit. I didn't like it just seemed like it's too much fabric on that. It's swallowing her up. It just felt like to me. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of this. I didn't like the whole coat, jacket, dress type deal. It felt like it was swallowing her. It was way too much fabric on her. It made her look bigger than she is. So, not a fan of it.
That's fair.
Scores.
I would still give this as a 70.
Mm, I would give it a 55.
Okay.
Yeah. Ricky.
It's not bad.
I don't mind it.
It's not
I,
bad
feel,
by any means of the imagination. I just don't think it's the most inventive thing that's ever been made.
I mean, it almost looks like Rami's dress. It almost looks like Rami's dress. The only difference between Rami and him is Rami put more zipper details on it. But so I'm like, if I like Rami's dress, I like this dress too. Because it's the same dress.
Yeah.
It's the same dress.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, you're
it's,
not wrong.
it's the same dress, just different details. And I feel like with Ricky, he styled the model better than Rami. And
Here, Ricky just looks like Amy Winehouse.
right,
And I
he
love
had a
it.
good he did a different style. He styled her, and Rami didn't style her the best, but his zipper details was the best. So it's kind of like back and forth, a little piece of this, a little piece of that. So
Yeah. It's not bad, though. I'm going to give it a 90 because I do still think it's a very well constructed
mhm.
garment.
Yeah, 90 seems fair.
Party.
Chris, not
I
bad
didn't
at
think
all.
this was bad.
No, kind of liked it.
I mean, I think the level of this challenge was just high to the point where he just kind of
Mm-hmm.
fell. He was very solidly fifth out of seven.
Safe, absolutely, absolutely.
Fortunately, in this scenario, that means he's in the bottom three. But like, I didn't think there was any universe where he would have gone home. And I do agree with what they were saying. I love the frayed detailing, but I wish he had done that all over. I wish the
Right.
hem of the skirt was frayed. I wish the straps were frayed. Maybe part of the bust was frayed. Like, I would have loved to see that detail go all the way around and make it more intentional, as opposed to, oh, I did this and it happens to look good, so I'm going to keep it, sort of situation.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't
yeah,
agree with you more.
there just needs to be intentionality with it.
Yeah, I think the whole, yeah, the frayed look was fine. Like I said, but it needs to be more intentional. I agree. But what would you score this lovely ensemble?
I am going to give this an 84.
I will give it an 86.
Yay.
And Victoria.
Last up, Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
I think she just took, I think it was very ambitious to try to do a trench coat.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the idea of a denim trench coat.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think she had enough time.
Same thing with me with Jillian. It just looked like too much fabric swallowing the girl up.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Score.
It's gonna be a 60.
Gonna be a 55 again for me. They get the same thing because they got the same critique.
Fair.
Work. So there we have it, folks. Our tops of the week were Christian, Rami, Ricky, and Sweet Pea. And our bottoms were Jillian, Victoria, and Chris.
Chris by default.
By default, because they didn't want to have 5 tops and 2 bottoms.
Well, they didn't really they didn't care for Chris's dress all that much.
I just feel like they should have cared for it a little bit more. But anyway,
You made him run through a factory to get this.
Right.
Give him at least safe.
Safe. Anyway, but the winner of this week was Ricky.
You know, I'm happy for Ricky for, his journey because he'd been severely underestimated throughout this whole season. So, like,
Absolutely.
Sure, good for you. Congrats. For me,
Sweet Pea was right there.
it was Sweet Pea.
The second week in a row, Sweet Pea got robbed.
Second
week. Not second week in a row, but second in this episode.
Second of these 3 episodes. 2 out of
Absolutely.
these 3 times.
It should have been Sweet Pea.
It should have been Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea first, not Sweet Pea second, Sweet Pea third.
Correct.
Should have been Sweet Pea, but...
Am I fundamentally disappointed at Ricky winning this challenge? No. For me, he would have been third.
Yeah. Third or fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, third or fourth. But leaving us is Victoria.
Kinda gaggy.
I probably would have sent Jillian home, but that's just...
I also would have sent Jillian home.
That's just me. But
that's also just me.
I was shocked. I was shocked, but I was like, oh, well, okay.
And Sweet Pea is attributed as second in this challenge, which I do appreciate. So
she should have been first.
She should have been first.
But that's that, you guys.
Yes.
We did it. We did it. We talked about it. We'll be back next week to talk about the next 3 episodes,
including the reunion.
Oh, we're going to include the reunion on that.
We only have 2. Yeah, because we'll be talking about episodes 10, 11, and I guess 12, technically.
Yeah, which is the reunion, huh?
But there's only 2 more competitive episodes.
And then the finale.
The finale where... Oh, I forgot how this goes. Yeah, I forgot how this end game goes. And I was just reminded of how it goes. So.
Well,
very excited.
Good. Can't wait. We're going to come back next week and talk about all the things. We'll be back here on Monday, letting you know everything about the next couple of episodes of Project Runway Season 4. We are wrapping this one up. We're bringing it to a close. And we're going to move on to Season 5 soon. Here we go.
Which I'm going to be very sad to leave this season. But I'm going to be very excited to go to Season 5 for one specific reason going in, and one specific reason only, and that is court.
Okay. All right.
She is the moment.
Cato is always the moment. Love her. Anyway, so we'll be back. While you're stuck around this time, hit the subscribe button. And we appreciate all your subscriptions and people joining us and watching us and supporting us. And you can go subscribe to our main channel at The Cup Pod. And you can go subscribe to our Eurovision channel at The Cup ESC. You could also help monetarily if you like on our main channel at The Cup Pod. And hit that super thanks and know that anything that you donate to us will go right back into this podcast to help us grow and be better and give you better content. You can also follow us on our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, because we have all kind of things coming out there your way. You could follow Logan and myself if you want. We're cool peeps, and we have those things. And you could keep scrolling down a little bit further and get your cup merch at Lana G's Creation. LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com. The description will be in the link will be in the description below, so you can click that there too. And on that note, I say, Logan, thanks for joining me. I enjoyed talking to you about Project Runway. And cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Two,
So long, farewell. And in fashion, one day you're in, and the next day you're out. And we are out.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Make it work, designers.